Everybody doing well? I hope so. So today's going to be a little different. I got a lot of pages from things last night before I went to bed. Then this morning I was listening to another reader and I got some messages there. And yes, got some sage burning because I want this message to be clean, clear, so that you get it. And I want to remind everybody, I'm not out here to give you what you want to hear. I'm out here because I'm trying to give you the messages about how to become a better you. And how I chose to change my world. And how I chose to change the things that I did in my world. And even if they were just little things, how it impacted so big into... They want to talk today. And that's usually, I think, where the fairy babies come from, is they through there. But some days they don't burn when I'm on video and they still appear. So I don't know. But this is a Become a Better You channel. This is a I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear channel. So if anything triggers you, think about that. Think about where in your body it's triggering you, because that's something that you need to work on. Or if there's something that I say that triggers you, it means that there's something in you that needs to be worked on. Okay? So these messages today are from two other readers, myself and the Divine. It's kind of all mishmash together. And I only pulled 3 cards, and it really speaks to, and they're angel cards. And then I'll get a high vibe, a dream card, and then some trinkets in the end. But I think I'm going to title this, and you'll hear it later, is What Feels Right to You is All That Matters. So let's call in every time before I get on, or when I meditate in the morning. It is Father God, Mother Earth, Highest the Most High, archangels, ancestors, and fairy babies, please come in to help me give these messages in the highest timeline, because that is where we should all be living. Okay. First thing I'm going to start with last night is what I heard is self-love gets you results. It sure the fuck does. And if swearing offends any of you people, I don't do it all the time, but when something is meaningful and passionate to me, I will. So, self-love gets you results. Those who called you crazy are seeing who you truly are now. So all those individuals, and I have a shit ton. Oh, she's not, she's this, she's an alcoholic, she's a this, she's a that. She prostitutes herself out. You guys would not believe some of the things that have been said about me. And they don't think I know. And the bigger part of it is I know who said it. I always say, don't F with people who rely on their intuition in life. They might not know right away, but those messages eventually get to them. Through other people, through just knowing, or in their dreams. So, be very careful. Your words about what other people are and what other people do is none of your freaking business. But keep it just as so you know that person comes around the next time, you know what to do. It's for your education of who's for you and who's meant to be in your world, okay? So those who called you crazy are seeing who you truly are. Follow your gut. I focus on meaningful relationships. People that truly get you and don't want to change you. Treating myself well, cleansing old paradigms, and not engaging fuckery and liars. Only looking forward, you will feel the pressure as you move forward. So the closer you get to healing some of those things within yourself, and choosing to live a different life, and the closer you get to healing those old wounds and not giving a shit what the other people think, it will get tough. It will get really tough. But if you question and ask the questions, you're going to get your answers. They're going to tell you. So within the next 1 to 3 weeks, you're going to have apologies coming in. People are not telling the whole truth. Individuals who are stuck in their egos, and that is the biggest problem. I used to do it too. I've never really ever had a very big ego. People might have thought I did because of a situation or something, how I acted, but I've always just wanted people to be happy and how I could help them get there. Or people and friends of mine who've had the huge addictions, what I could do. I mean, there have been people I have tried to, and I finally walked away because I couldn't no more. I just, you don't want to help yourself. How the fuck am I helping you? Certain people will only want you around them when it benefits them. That's a big one. They want you around because they know you bring certain qualities with you. Security is going to be coming in for longevity for you. There's going to be things that are going to start presenting themselves. And you got to start using your discernment with that and knowing who's for you, who's against you. And people are going to be giving you a certain kind of hope. They're going to be giving you a certain kind of, yes, you can do this. I've made so many new things that I'm jumping into and things that you will get to see eventually that, all these months that I've been home and working like a crazy lady, there's something happening with that. Let's see, where was I? Those who've been vengeful, those who have been wanting to get even, those who have had a vendetta with you for 20 years or whatever it is, and they still hold that. Or I know one individual that I run into every now and again that still tries to tell me what to do, and I look at them and go, your opinion, who the fuck are you? Well, I don't like it. Well, go over there. It's, those are people that are truly unhappy with themselves and have been for a very long time. But those who had vengeance towards you will see their karma. Unfortunately, that's how the universe works. So going into, now this is going to be for those of you who are actually working on yourselves. You choose to do something. Release the need to control, making space for good experiences. So the more, and I got something in my glasses, the more you release the need to be right, the more you release the need to, and I can't see you guys, my glasses, the more you need to, control everything that happens in your life, and you're that preparer, and you've got, okay, this, and this. Not everything's going to work out. And the better and the more you just go with the flow and realize that your way of doing things might not always work out for you. And you know what? That's okay. It doesn't have to be a certain way. And it was hard for me to learn too. You're going to be closing out certain cycles in your world. People with pure intentions. You yourself. I always lead with pure intentions or good intentions for people. I never want to go out and just do something because. Showing others, you're going to be showing others how to compromise and to be authentically themselves, how to move forward. You need to honor your uniqueness. I forever tried to fit in. I never did. I never will. I'm never going to be like everybody else. The groups of girls, you see them, and I'm not being derogatory, but they all start dressing the same. I was never one of those people. I was the one, God knows what I was wearing, and or hanging upside down on the monkey bars. That was me. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace who you are, because that shows the world that you're comfortable. You like yourself. Hopefully love yourself, okay? Your light is being invoked. Your people-pleasing days are done. This has been a long journey for some. It sure the fuck has for me. I want to say, since I've been a little kid. I got very stifled as a child, and I now look back and see that. My light shone a lot to a lot of people within grade school. I know that. My teachers and some of the individuals that I worked with, you know, through the years. And then as I got into high school, I just kind of, I don't know, blended in with everybody else. And hi, wow. Did you see that? That was an angel. Oh, wow. Okay. That just made my heart go 100. Ooh-ah, right in front of my forehead. But yes, it has been a long journey for some, and it's okay. There's no time frame. But I'm telling you, the more you get to know yourself, the more you love yourself, the easier things become. Stop fighting it. And those who can't be honest with themselves will no longer be a part of your life. Now that's the hard part. Because there are some people and family members that, you know, you truly love. And you try to please them. But no matter what you do, it never does. Because they just keep changing the story or raising the bar or doing something different. And you sit there going, fuck. Quit. Those are their issues, not your issues. And that's the big difference in this. So now I'm going to get into what I heard. You have done the work and you are now pulling in your tribe. Others are and will continue to fall off. Send them with love. They are not being honest with themselves. They hide under lies, ego, and stories about themselves that others are to blame for. Never them. You have always been the bad guy, and they take no accountability. They want to hold you down with them as they don't love themselves. They will come in two ways. Narcs, love bombing, giving you and saying all the right things in the beginning and then turning on you. Or very critical of you. Kind, loving individuals will not come for you. They will defend themselves or simply walk away. I have had this treatment most of my life. I have. But those who stay with me and didn't try to control me are the people that have always been welcome. I am forever humbled by those who always lead with love. For those are my people. No games, no prejudgments, no bad intentions. Just simply being themselves and showing their real selves to me. And this is for anybody who's, again, working on themselves or have been working on themselves. Your gifts are growing and you need to ask divine when you're confused. They always, always have the answer. Don't believe everything in society. Question everything, including me. What feels right to you is all that matters. So when you see something or you're having a discussion and it doesn't sit right in your body, that's where you ask the questions. That's where you know there's either a lie being told or something just isn't, it's not what it seems, okay? You have powerful messages and we are grateful you listened. You have a powerful message and we are grateful you listened. So, for those of you who are called light workers, starseeds, whatever you want to call yourselves, healers, I have got a community of beautiful people that have come together. You know, I've only met some of them online. I've only met some of them through the phone. I've only met some of them, but I am closer to those people than I have been to people that I have known all my life. Because they show me who they authentically are. And don't try to hide behind things. Material things, addictions, lies. They are them true selves. And that's what's important to me. That is the kind of love that I thrive in. And if you're authentically and uniquely yourself, those people are going to show up. Okay? So I pulled 3 cards from the angel deck, and we got Rochelle. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. Of course it is. Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer, like me. That was a hard one for me to realize, but a healer can be in different ways. You know, it's not just physical touch. It is not just medicine. It is my words, my message, my things to get people to listen and change their thought processes within their mind. I have many of people I know out there that I'm currently helping and or have helped because I've had them come to me and say things to me. Lori, your messages really helped me. I started loving myself again. And that is all I want. It is not about, big stardom or things like that. I simply want you to start loving yourself. It's not that big of a thing, but it's difficult. And then the last one I got was Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. Do you know how many times I have pulled this card? And I have had this deck since before the kids were born. So over 20 years, probably 25. How many times I've gotten this? Thousands. Thousands. And I never really truly meant what it meant until today. But that just goes to show you guys, on how your life can change. I mean, the girl that I was 5 years ago, I was in survival mode still. I had moved back to Wisconsin 2017, and I wasn't living here yet. I was still living. I lived in the extended stay, and then I had an apartment across the street from where I was working, and it was very expensive, and that's why I ended up moving here. It was a lot cheaper. But I still was just in survival mode. I was working at a hotel restaurant, and some of you know who it is. And then, I was starting this business on the side, and it was more in the social media marketing, which is what I do, besides my spiritual coaching. And, everything was just about survival, getting the bills paid, not really taking care of myself, working a shit ton of hours. I'm talking 12, 16, 18 hours a day sometimes. Coming home, sleeping for a few hours, and going right back to it. I mean, that's nuts. And then when I would go out, I would drink so flippin' much because I was so exhausted and just had so much steam to get out. And it was just like a rapid cycle. And it just never stopped. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of great people I met, and I enjoyed my job. That's the thing. I don't take jobs and do jobs unless I enjoy them. I have worked myself out of so many jobs in my lifetime because I got bored. And that's usually the bigger part of it. I went in, I did what I said I was going to do. Most recently next door at St. Camillus, and, I was only there for a few months, but I went in, I did what I said I was going to do, and then, it really wasn't a good fit for me as far as the management team. And what's funny is 2 of those management team now are no longer there. And I find it funny because back then, it almost was a little bit of a kick to the ego, but it wasn't, a big deal because I worked there because I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the seniors. I wasn't there for the money. It wasn't about that. But it's funny when I can see the writing on the wall, and I know it's going to happen. And it may not happen for months, but it did. So that's why I guess the example of learning to trust my gut and him learning that I know what's best for me. So today, the high vibe card is beep buzz. Bring awareness to your day. Every time you hear a beep or a buzz from your phone or computer, take a conscious breath and say something positive to yourself. Well, the last part I added. But when this happens, say something positive to yourself. Say something that's going to change your thinking. Okay? And then the dream card says, stop waiting for the perfect moment. The only time to start creating the thing that is meaningful for you is now. Start today. Start writing it down. Write the list. I tell you all the time, what makes you happy? Write it down. So you can see it every day. Should I read you my list? I'm going to read you my list. This is what's on Lori's list. This might be a little longer video today, which I'm okay. Things that make me happy. Still handwritten, okay? Whoop. That is called, they don't want me to. Certain individuals, you know, but screw you. Things that make me happy. Seeing others smile. Sunsets, sunrises. Music, animals. Walks in nature. My kids being happy. Writing. In the midst of writing my book, still. 11 years now. Helping others. Organizing my living space. Seriously, I love to organize. I did that for a year. Going to people's homes and I'm quick. I know, just how to do it. Moved a lot, so that's why. Beach time. Me and the beach. Love it. Ocean. Oh, I should preface, ocean beach. Visiting new places. Writing my book. Helping others with boundaries. Planning parties and benefits. Ugh. If I can raise money for somebody, sure. Being near water. Clean laundry. Love the smell. Clean smelling comforter. It's one of my most favorite things when I crawl into bed at night. Good food. Kindness to animals. Plants and flowers. And taking time to understand I have everything I need to make it happen. Those are mine. So, a few trinkets. We'll see what we get for today. But honestly, you guys, if I can just either kickstart you, get you out of your head, get you moving in the right direction to know that life is better on the other side of it. Hi, babes. Okay. We've got, what does this say? I can never read it. I don't know what it says on this little hand. Handmade. Okay. Gotta get it the right way. It's the hand. Handmade. Maybe handmade things. Do you make things? The moon. You should be following the cycles of the moon. The moon is your intuition, and the moon is your body. All the physical changes you feel, all the things that you feel, that is the moon. Okay, standing outside at night gives you some of that, okay? The horse, just keep going. That endurance, just keep going, okay? Because you are unlocking the key to something. And this is my Mickey Mouse ears one. There's something you're unlocking for yourself. And for my fishy babies, my fellow Pisces out there, just keep swimming. Swim, swim, swim. You know. Because that special soulmate, that seahorse, they're coming in. They've been watching you. And that you are divinely protected. Because you chose differently. So, what did I say? This is why I write things down, because I forget otherwise. Okay. What feels right, what feels right to you is all that matters. Go have a beautiful day.